Hello, hello. I am Coach Corey Sartori. I empower high-achieving female entrepreneurs to cultivate a growth mindset, get clarity on their goals, and create more abundance and balance in their life and business. I am excited to talk about confidence today because confidence is so important. It is something that has helped me to create the life that I have today. It's helped me to create my business. And if I didn't have confidence, I wouldn't be the person that I am. So I'm excited to share with you some actions. If you are a female entrepreneur, if you are just somebody that is struggling with confidence, these actions that I'm going to offer you today will help you to cultivate more success. So if you take on these actions that I'm going to offer you in this video, you will begin to grow your confidence. At the end of this video, I'm going to offer you a challenge. And so I would like it if you could take notes, because I promise you that if you choose to get into action, if you choose to take on these actions that I'm going to offer you, you will build your confidence. And I'm a big believer in confidence is transformational. It will absolutely help you create more success in your life and business, because for years I didn't have confidence. I spent all of my 20s not confident. My ego ran the show and I didn't even know. I didn't know the difference back then between ego and confidence. I was rude, I was a jerk, I was selfish, I was entitled, and that was just my ego running the show, protecting me from anything. It was protecting me from everything, from, relationships, from living my truth, from being the best version of myself, and it wasn't worth it. And so confidence is so powerful. In 2013, I started to do the work. I started to work on myself. I was sick of living a life that just was miserable and unfulfilling. I was going nowhere for many, many years. And it's because I lacked confidence. I lacked confidence in the person that I was. Now, I was confident in certain areas of my life. I look back on that time in my life and I was confident in my career. I knew how to be a people developer, a people leader. I knew how to make money for other companies. But when it came to myself and who I wasn't confident in that. And it held me back from having healthy relationships. It held me back from achieving goals and so much more. And so in 2013, I started working on myself and I started pushing myself out of my comfort zone. I started to do things that I had never done before, and these actions helped me to start building my confidence. Within a year, I had gone from somebody who was ego-driven, unhappy, to somebody who was confident, living a life they loved, and was continuing to grow and step into their power. And so I'm so grateful that I chose to work on my confidence, because without it, I wasn't somebody that I was proud of. And now that I have been working on growing my confidence for the last 10 years, it's powerful. I love myself. I love my life. I love the family I've created. I love the business I created. And growing my confidence is something I continue to do, because as a female entrepreneur, there are times where being a business owner is hard. It's scary. I mean, when I first started my business, I was all in. I was like, yes, I'm confident. I'm going to do it. And then about 9 months in, those fears, the fear of the unknown, the fear of failure, the fear of what if I can't pay my mortgage? All of these fears came in and my confidence wavered. And so I had to take a step back and I had to start rebuilding my confidence within a different area of my life, and an area of being an entrepreneur, because as a person, my confidence was great. But after starting my business and about, 9 months to a year in, my confidence was wavering. And so I had to get back to work. And so working on your confidence is something that you have to do constantly. I believe, especially as a female entrepreneur, it is something that I have to continue to work on every single day, every single week, every single month, so I can continue to step into that next version of myself. That, because with growth, right, growth is never ending. And same thing with growing my confidence, because as I grow, my confidence needs to grow with me. And so I'm excited today to share with you some actions to help you grow your confidence. So maybe you're a struggling entrepreneur, maybe you're not, maybe you're just somebody out there that needs to grow their confidence so you can become the best version of yourself, so you can grow your business, so you can find the perfect partner, whatever it is. I know that these actions will help you grow your confidence in any area of your life. So let's dive in. I'm going to offer you 5 things today. And like I said, I will offer you a challenge at the end of the video, and so I want you to make sure that you're taking notes on these actions so you can start doing them every single day. So the first thing that I want to teach you, I want to share with you in growing your confidence is you need to speak positively to yourself and about yourself. So your language, your internal dialogue is really, really important. I didn't realize this for many years. And I think this was a big part of why I wasn't confident, is because for years I would tell myself, I'm a bitch. That's what I would say to people. I'm a bitch. And that was not speaking kindly of myself. And so I wasn't confident. That was like, I would say that to protect myself. Or, when somebody was like, ooh, you're not very nice, I'd be like, well, I'm a bitch. And it was my protector. It was just it was the cop out. It was complete BS because I didn't have confidence. And so I didn't speak kindly about myself. And so I would just say that to everyone all the time. And because I didn't speak kindly to myself, I wasn't growing my confidence. And somebody called me out that, first 6 months of working on myself, somebody's like, why do you say that about yourself? And I was like, oh, it's true. And they're like, no, it's not. You are a very loving person. You take care of so many people. You're very motherly. Like, you show up powerfully in the world. Stop saying that because it's not true. And it was like glass shattered. I finally had that awareness of like, oh, that's not actually who I am. That's just something I say about myself, and it's negative. It's something that people had said about me. And so I just let it become who I was, and I wasn't actually that person. So I would just say it to protect myself. And so you have to speak positively about yourself. Like I always tell my clients, you have to speak positive affirmations every single day and throughout the day, because we do have negative self-talk. You make a mistake and you're like, oh, that was so dumb. Like, why am I not like smart, whatever. We say negative things about ourselves, and that will not serve you. That will not build your confidence. And so you need to build awareness around that negative self-talk so you can change it, so you can shift it, and you can speak positively about yourself. So that's the first thing I want to share with you. Speak positively to yourself and about yourself. I think one thing I want to add to that, though, is like, one thing I see a lot of people do is if somebody gives them a compliment, if somebody's like, oh, you're so amazing, people are like, no, you're amazing. And I think that goes in line with it, whereas like if somebody compliments you, take that compliment, say thank you. Don't turn it around or take it away from yourself. Like where somebody says like, oh, you're so amazing, you're like, no, don't diminish it. So that's just something I wanted to add real quick. Okay, so the second thing in building your confidence is to set goals and get into action to achieve them. So one of the first things I started doing when I started working on myself was vision and goal work. And when I began to believe that I could create a magical life for myself, when I started to get into action to actually achieve that vision, I started to actually achieve goals that I never thought I could. And at first they were small goals, which is totally fine. But as I continued to work on myself and get more clarity on my vision, my goals got bigger and bigger and bigger. And, now I'm a successful business owner. I work part-time and make over 5 figures a month. And I never imagined, 12 years ago, 11 years ago, maybe even 10 years ago that I could get to this place working part-time and making this kind of money. But because I set goals and I worked towards achieving them, it helped me build confidence, and it proved to me that I could do hard things, that I could become a business owner, that I could become a yoga teacher, that I could become an energy healer. Like I did a lot of things that I never thought I would do because I started doing vision and goal work, and setting those goals and achieving them will help you build your confidence. And so if you don't have goals set, health goals, personal goals, career goals, I challenge you to take time to write down your goals and then to get into action to start achieving them. Because when you start achieving them, your confidence will build and build and build. The next thing is maintain positive relationships. So I always tell my clients, like, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And if you are spending time with people that are negative, that are sarcastic, that are naysayers, if you are going to brunch with your friends and you are gossiping about other people rather than talking about your goals, what you're working on, who you want to become, you are not as you could be. So you need to be aware of the people that you're spending time with. And if they are, you tell them like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh, say this is the scenario. I met this guy on a social media app and I'm so excited to meet him. And your friend's like, ew, that app is so lame. I bet he's going to be so lame. Whatever. that is not somebody you need to be around, because they are going to tell you that your goals are lame, that you can't achieve this, that you can't do this, and those are not people that you need in your life. And so I want you to be aware of the people you're spending time with. Something I have my clients do is I have them write down the 10 people they spend the most time with, and then they do a pros and cons list. Like, how are they adding value to your life, and how are they not? And if there's more cons than pros, then that's somebody you need to start moving away from your life, because you want people that are cheering you on and lifting you up, that are positive, that are goal getters. So think, who are you spending the most of your time with, and are they adding value? So now the fourth thing, know your core values and live by them daily. Your core values are so important. I always tell my clients, like, find your top 5. And even if they're not the core values you're living by right now, they're the core values you aspire to become. And so you're going to start working towards living into those core values every single day. So like, my number one core value is integrity. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it. Like today, I posted that I was going to do this live, and I'm very sick. If you can't tell my voice, I'm a little raspy. But I said I was going to do it, so I show up and I do it. Like, integrity is my number one core value, and I live by it daily. And because I choose to live by this core value every single day, it does help me build my confidence, because I'm not a liar, right? Like, I don't say I'm going to do something and then not do it or flake out. Like, I always show up, because integrity is my number one core value. And so I challenge you to get clarity on your core values, and then start living up to these core values every single day, within your actions, within your words. You can become the best version of yourself if you know your core values and you start working to embody each and every one of these. So that will also help you build your confidence, because, right, maybe your core value is fun. You can start having fun every day. Maybe your core value is love. You can start putting love out into the universe. And when you're doing this, your confidence grows and grows. The last thing that I want to share with you is do one thing a day that scares you. And this is so important. I think especially as female entrepreneurs, we don't get on the sales call. We don't push ourselves out of our comfort zone, and that keeps us small. And I did this for years, because I've worked in sales for 20 years, but it was like people coming to me. It wasn't me having to reach out to other people. And that is one thing that I had to get comfortable with, is like sending a DM, connecting with people. You know, being a part of a business owner is building relationships and making sales. And at first it scared me, but once I did it, I got more confident and more confident and more confident in it. And so I challenge you to do one thing a day that scares you. It can even be, you know, asking that special someone out on a date. It can be bungee jumping. I don't know, but do one thing a day that scares you. So my suggestion for this is make a list of at least 10 things that scare you, make you uncomfortable, push you out of your comfort zone, and start doing one of those every single day. And this, again, will help you build your confidence. So those are the 5 actions I want to offer you in building your confidence. And I promise you, if you start doing these every single day, you will grow your confidence. You will see in 6 months from now, you're a different person. So here's my challenge. I want you to take some time today to sit down and journal. Where's your confidence at? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you? You know, dig in as deep as you can into this confidence, and then start doing all of those actions that I shared with you every single day for the next 6 months. And then 6 months, so put it in your calendar today. You're going to check in 6 months, and you're going to journal and see, where's your confidence at? If you do these things, it will grow. Something I always say to my clients is, like, if you don't do the work, nothing changes. So you can watch this live, you can watch this video, but if you don't actually get into action and do the things that I'm offering, your confidence will stay the same, or it will get worse. If you do these things, your confidence will grow and grow and grow, and you'll probably become a different person than in the next 6 months. I know that I did. So I challenge you to journal about your confidence today, get into action, and do every single one of these things that I offered you, and then revisit in 6 months and see where you're at. So if you don't do the work, nothing changes. I am so stoked about my brand new coaching program, Complete Transformation for Female Entrepreneurs. So in this, we dive into confidence. I will support you in letting go of limiting beliefs. We will do vision and goal work. I will support you in planning and productivity so you're less overwhelmed, and so much more. This coaching program is the best one I've created to date. It's absolutely transformational. And I would love to support you in growing in your life and business and becoming the best version of you. So if you are interested in finding out more about this incredible program, please send me a DM with the word program. I know that this will transform your life. I've already done it with so many women, and they're thriving. I get text messages from them telling me how much joyful their life is, how their mindset is better, how they've been able to attract the right clients for their business and grow their business. And so if you are ready to make 2023 your best year yet, not just in business, but also in your personal life, send me a DM right now with the word program to find out how I can help you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being you, and I look forward to connecting soon.